What's happening, friends? Welcome back to Dynamo DeFi. My name is Patrick, and on this channel I talk about cryptocurrency, decentralized finance, and economics. Today's video is going to be a quicker one. This is a commemorative video in honor of hitting 1,000 subs on the channel. So thank you to all of you, my esteemed subscribers. I'll be doing a giveaway in honor of this moment. So I'm giving away two Terrapins NFTs. So this is one of the largest NFT projects on Terra. I was able to snag a few at the floor. So if you want to enter that contest, just hop over to Twitter. My Twitter is Dynamo_Patrick, and then you can see this is the tweet here. Follow me, comment your Terra address, and retweet this tweet, and you will enter the contest. So right now, I just posted it a few minutes ago, but there are no entries yet, so this could be a good opportunity. My main goal is just to give back to the community, since I'm pretty grateful to the amount of support this channel has gotten, so hopefully some of you can take advantage of this. And if you're curious what those NFTs look like, Terrapins, this is the project. Like I said, it's one of the larger projects on Terra, and basically they're turtles with various clothing and facial features. And I think the floor right now is around 3 Lunas, so a bit over $100. That is the giveaway. Hope some of you are able to take advantage of it, because I really want to give back to the community. All right, and now let's move on to the farm that I'm going to talk about today. So this is a protocol that I've gotten a lot of requests on. This is Wonderland on the Avalanche network. Wonderland is a fork of Olympus DAO, if you're familiar with that, with their OHM token, OHM. And basically, the way that Olympus DAO and Wonderland works in a nutshell is they're creating what they call a reserve currency. So it's not a stable coin because it's not pegged to any other asset, but it is backed by the treasury of the protocol. And I'll explain more about that as we go through their app. And the other thing I'll say is, and the reason why I think so many people are interested in this, is that the rewards on this, the APY, is pretty insane and has been insane for some time. So people who have been investing in this since it was lower, it was started off, maybe a couple $100 on its first day. But since then, people who have been earning this interest rate, which is around 50,000%, have just been making out like bandits. So 49,000%. Although that takes into account compounding, so keep that in mind. All right, so let's look a bit more at the protocol. As you can see, Time, which is their reserve currency, is $8,000 right now, with a market cap of just under $1 billion. And the protocol has about $600 million in TVL. So the way that Time works is you can take it and go to the stake section over here in Wonderland and stake your Time. So you stake it and you earn something. You receive something called MEMO, which stands for memories. Kind of a nice nostalgic theme in this DApp. But you earn MEMO tokens, and then every 8 hours they do what they call a rebase. So the rebase is essentially they do emissions of Time, and the amount of emissions that you receive will be proportionate to your share of the pool. So right now the reward amount will be about 0.6% in 6 hours and 9 minutes from the time that I make this video, which is pretty good. So I didn't put in very much because I consider this to be pretty risky, and I was mostly testing it out for the video. So you can imagine if you have $100 in, you'll get about 50-60 cents every 8 hours, and that just compounds from there. And you're probably thinking, okay, well, this is a pretty standard high interest farm that's going to inflate itself to zero. And that was my impression at first as well. But there are some interesting twists to Wonderland that mean that likely won't happen. Doesn't mean it's impossible, but it mitigates the risk of that. So if we go back over to dashboard, you can see that they have about $700 backing per time. So it's not the full 8,000, but they have funds in their treasury which theoretically back up the price of time, and if the price of time were to fall too low, then they would use these funds to buy it back, thus creating a price floor. And the way that they build up that treasury is they have this mint section here. And what this is that you can provide other assets to their treasury, and in exchange, you'll receive what essentially amounts to a bond. And then you'll receive time at a discount. So, for example, MEM, Magic Internet Money, is a stablecoin. So, if you provide MEM, then you'll receive time at a almost 10% discount, and this time will be distributed over a 5-day period. So that's what makes it like a bond. A lot of people call this bonding because that's what it's called in Olympus DAO. But I'll show you how that works right now. So if we want to mint some time, use AVAX. For demonstration, I'll do this with 1 AVAX. So you can see this is essentially saying that that I'm receiving time at a discount, because right now it's about $8,000. Press mint. Okay, so that bond is too small. Oh, the minimum purchase is 0.01 time. All right, let's try 2 AVAX. That's might be a problem as time gets more valuable. If this is, not that I'm saying I think it's going to do a 10x, but if this did a 10x, then to mint a bond, you would need quite a bit of funds. So it's now minting the bond. I imagine this is a relatively complicated smart contract, so it might take a minute. All right, so it looks like the bond was minted. Yes, the AVAX is gone from my wallet, so the bond has been minted. And let's see if I go to redeem. So I have pending rewards 0.014 time, and right now claimable is 0, but in 5 days, 2 hours, 17 minutes, they will be fully vested. So my AVAX is now in the Wonderland treasury, and in exchange, I'm getting this time at a discount, which is quite cool. In this case, it actually would be better to buy the time and stake it, because the APR on this is less than it would be if I staked it for the 5-day period of 8.8%. But the things I do to demonstrate things in this video. The final thing that you should know about Wonderland is when you stake your time, like I mentioned before, you receive these MEMO tokens, memory tokens, which are each one is equivalent to 1 time. Is if you're so inclined, and I'm not so inclined, but if you are, you can go over to Abacadabra.money, another up-and-coming DeFi protocol, and you can go to borrow, and then you can actually provide your MEM tokens as collateral and borrow against them. So if you have some time staked in Wonderland, you're just earning interest, and your rewards are building up, and your investment has turned into a good amount of money, but you don't want to sell it. Instead, you could bring it over here to Abacadabra and use it as collateral to borrow. And perhaps that appeals to some of you. That's all that I have today. Like I said, this was going to be a quicker video, but hope everyone enjoyed it. Let me know if you're going to try out the giveaway. I would have preferred to do it on YouTube, but YouTube oftentimes censors comments, and there's no way for me to kind of allow the comments manually, and I want to make sure that everyone can participate. So check it out on Twitter, and then also let me know what you think of Wonderland. Do you think that their bonding strategy and their plan to be a reserve currency will work? That's all for today. Until next time, this is Dynamo DeFi.